Someone said I seem like a fuckboy. I think it was one of Esther's friends actually.
Does she? Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think Nana's a fuckboy? Let us know down below.
I was very shocked. Such a nice person. Can you not?
Yeah, but fuckboys can be nice people too.
Did you see the halo on my head?
Yeah.
But she said fuckboys can be nice people. Hey,
part-time.
you're supposed to be my best friend. Hello.
Put it down, July.
Hello. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 206 of the TT's podcast. I am Nana.
And I'm Ro.
And together we are dudes. So annoying. When she picked up that packet of crisps, I said, girl, what are you doing? What you doing?
Eat some cheese and onion.
That is so funny. Guys, I apologise, I have got a cold. I think I've got a cold. It's something. And I'm hoping that it doesn't fully develop. I think it's just going to stop here because I didn't wake up worse. It started yesterday, but I didn't wake up worse.
Okay,
yeah.
That's good then.
So I'm thinking it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah. It's probably like change of climate, stuff like that.
We've been outside.
We've been outside, girls.
We have
and
been...
boys and days.
Yeah. We've been outside. We have been to New York. We was in New York for 10 days. It was practically like we lived there.
Yeah, we were there for 10 days.
Yeah.
We were staying in a place called... Midwood. Almost forgot about that.
That was like in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's massive, by the way.
But like not closer to Manhattan, the other way.
Yeah, the opposite way.
The opposite way.
It was like past Flatbush, like deep Flatbush, I want to say. Going towards Coney Island, down there. And we were basically far from everything. Do you know what? If we lived in Midwood, like we lived in New York full time, it's not far. But if you've got like a limited amount of time, you spend a lot of your time traveling.
Yeah.
So it took us like an hour to get into, like 45 minutes to an hour to get into
Brooklyn,
even other parts of Brooklyn.
Is it downtown Brooklyn they call it?
Yeah, maybe downtown Brooklyn.
I think downtown Brooklyn.
To get into Manhattan, all that stuff. It did take us like an hour to get in, so it was quite far.
Yes.
We got really well acquainted with what was the name of
was
the
train?
train?
Was it the B train? B and J? Was it B and J?
The train. I thought that was the bus. No, B44 was.
The B44 was the bus. Yeah, we were on that bus.
Well acquainted with the B44.
We was on that bus. Ciao.
Yeah.
I would like to complain about the bus.
Why?
Why is the space so small?
Mm-hmm.
So the bus, like where the seats are, there's no personal space for people.
Yeah, you are
like,
hitch up
next to each other, and it was the same with some of the trains on the subway, where you're just hitch up together. Yeah.
I think the actual set out of the seating of the buses could be better, but do you know what? They also have those buses in other countries too, like in Spain. They also use the same bus.
It's so hitch up.
Yeah,
we've actually got a lot of spaces with our double deckers.
We have a lot of space with our public transport in general, and. Yes, we was doing that. We got the subway quite a lot.
We did get the subway quite a lot. We only got Ubers like when it was like late.
Yeah. Because
everyone in New York would advise us not to get the subway.
Yeah, everyone was like, don't get the subway. And we thought that was kind of cool because, we get the subway.
We get the tube everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's so normal for us. So I feel like getting the subway, it was like, oh, it's not that deep. But people carry
people have weapons.
Mace.
Yeah. I kind of understand as well because... Getting on the subway, people who are clearly reliant on the subway and the people who are not, I don't know how to explain this without being offensive, so nobody take offense to what I'm going to say. But I guess it's definitely a certain type of person that relies on the subway over there compared to not, because when the person who dropped us home, she's like, you guys should not be getting the subway. And I kind of understood what she meant when she said that. Like, when I was over here in London, everybody uses public transport. It doesn't matter, like, what kind of class you're from and stuff like that. But I can see that in New York, it was very much a working class thing to use the subway. Yeah. And I guess they seen us as...
There were some people that we even met that was... I can't remember who it was, if it was... Vipa's cousin that said she doesn't get the subway. Somebody said I don't know if they're cousins.
I think they're just friends.
Yeah. I don't know. But... Like, I don't know if it was her or somebody else, but they were like, I don't get the subway.
Everyone that we met didn't use the subway, basically. Like, even when I went to New York last time, they were like, you get the subway? Like, nobody gets the subway. And it's not that they're not working class. These are still working class people. But again, I think it's different to here. Like, it's almost like they have an extra class. Like, a little bit below working class, what working class would be here. And there's just such a poverty line in New York.
But that was my problem when I went in 2017.
Yeah.
Was when I can't remember where I stayed in Brooklyn, but I stayed somewhere in Brooklyn. And when I would go up to Manhattan, because we would go up to Manhattan like every day while we were there to go like shopping or go eat and stuff, and then like I just see like the disparity between the two and be like, this place is freaking me out. It's freaking me the fuck out. Whereas in London, like the rich and the poor live amongst each other. Yeah, there could be an estate there, and then like I don't know, like a house that's worth $1 million, like next door. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like
where we
mad.
live, in the area that we live in. Houses are like £1 million, but we don't live in £1 million houses.
No, we don't. No.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, it's a bit crazy, like that what the line is. But I kind of understood what they meant when they said that, because they probably think that we're some rich, really extra rich people, which we're not.
I know we look like it,
but we're not extra rich, guys. One day, God will provide.
Amen.
But yeah, that was our experience with public transport and getting everywhere.
And then getting on the buses as well, like it going the other way. We was just like
we kept going to get in the bus in the wrong direction because obviously the roads are different. So we kept getting.
Oh, that was funny. But it was good though. Like I feel like after I was there like for a few days, I was like, okay, I know how this works now. I get this. And like I think also another thing that was different was that like they didn't sell alcohol in regular convenience stores. You had to go to a specific liquor store.
We never went to a liquor store.
We never went because we couldn't find. We ordered it on Uber Eats.
Yeah, we ordered liquor on Uber Eats. We couldn't find the liquor store, and it's the same thing when I went last time. I couldn't find liquor store.
But the thing is, everything's quite far. America's so big. New York is so big. Like it's just like London, but it's huge. It's so big. It's jumbo sized that everything is quite far away.
Everything is jumbo sized. Even the oat milk is jumbo sized.
Oh, you loved seeing that oat milk, didn't
you? That oat milk was like in the cart.
I've never seen it in that big carton before.
The cart was massive. My hands could barely grab the thing. It was big.
Yeah.
We bought regular sized coffee.
Yeah.
Why was the regular extra large here?
Oh my God, it was like this big, guys. Like it was. Why does somebody need that much?
Why do you need it? But then again, they're used to them sizes, so they're probably thinking...
When they come here, they're probably thinking, this small...
Everything is tiny.
Everything's tiny. But the food, what would you say about the foods? Do you enjoy the food out there?
I did. I enjoyed the food.
Yeah, I enjoyed the food as well. Before this trip, I said I didn't like Mexican food.
Oh.
I said I didn't like Mexican food. Because I had never tasted Mexican food. But you know why? There's no Mexican food in London.
Well, we have
Chipotle?
Chipotle, but...
Chipotle is a sorry excuse for Mexican food.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called, but we went to a restaurant in Brooklyn. It was near the Bodega Lounge, right next door. And the Mexican food there, I still think about it to this day. I was thinking about that yesterday.
Oh, what, on the truck?
No, when we went to the Bodega Lounge. Is that what it's called? We went to the Queen event.
Oh, the burrito bowl.
Yeah.
Oh.
That bowl? I'm not a rice and a wrap kind of girl. I'm not a rice beans wrap girl, but that bowl with the meat and the rice and the whatever it was sauce, whatever was on there,
fantastic,
was beautiful, absolutely stunning,
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that.
We had Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God,
we had Chick-fil-A, and I have to be honest, the taste was fantastic. We absolutely loved it.
Because Chick-fil-A is the founder, who's actually dead now.
We didn't know that.
Was a devout Christian. So his family was devout Christian. I think he taught Sunday school for his entire life. Mm-hmm. Like he was deep in that. Mm-hmm. And then his son took on the business after he passed. And his son made some comments about like, you know, the LGBT community that wasn't very nice. And since then, I think that was about 2012. Since then, he's come out and sort of retracted. But I just think he did that because of his business.
No. So when we ate the Chick-fil-A, Americans were DMing me like, "What are you doing?" They're Trump supporters, basically. They had the homophobic views, but also they're Trump supporters. So
I'm sorry, when it comes to supporters, who people support, I don't know what people want me to do about that. Because if somebody said that they supported one of the bad ones, what do you want me to do? One of the bad ones in the UK. What do you want me to do?
So it's cancelled by the black people out there.
I hear
Chick-fil-A
it. But I'll cancel it more because of the homophobia than being a Trump supporter.
But then we're not Americans, we don't know about the Trump stuff that much, as well as you guys do. But, you know.
But what I'm going to say is that when we unknowingly ate the Chick-fil-A, it was nice.
Yeah, we didn't buy it again after that. You guys told us not to eat it.
We didn't.
It was nice.
No. What else did we eat there?
And we had this like went to have a Caribbean restaurant.
Oh yeah.
And we had rice and peas, mac and cheese.
That oxtail was good.
Oxtail.
That was falling off the bone.
Lamb.
The
lamb was nice
The
too.
lamb was nice. Plantain, mac
we
and
had some
cheese.
plantain.
Yeah.
Did we have veg with it? I think I got veg.
You had veg,
I had
yeah.
veg. Listen, when I went last year, I didn't enjoy the food I had in New York last year. But this year,
you said it was a hole in the wall, as you guys call it.
a hole in the wall.
A hole in the wall. And sometimes those places are just the best places because they're not too fancy. Like, you know, they haven't really refurbished in the last like 5 to 10 years. But the food slaps. And they're not that pleasant either.
I'm not gonna lie. We got plain rice. We didn't get rice and peas.
No, because the rice and peas looked a bit.
It looks a bit, but maybe we should have got it because the food was actually nice.
Yeah, the food was nice. And
it didn't. The food didn't look like what I expected it to look, but it slaps.
Yeah, it didn't really look like our Jamaican food. Do you know what I mean? But it was good.
Slapped.
It was so
slapped. Shout out to the person who recommended to go to that place.
Yeah.
I had tacos from the truck.
Yeah, I had tasted. No, we went to another place where I tasted tacos. It was nice though.
We had tacos like twice.
Yeah, but you had it from the nice place the second time.
Yeah.
And I had a lamb. It was like a kebab lamb thing, but that's also everything slaps.
That slapped as well.
Everything
You need to go
was
to the
good.
local. You need to ask the locals. Don't
Where
follow
to go.
TikTok.
Yeah, don't follow TikTok.
TikTok.
Because even when I was looking for like brunch spots and stuff like that, the TikTok was
no.
Yeah.
We had Joe's Pizza mid.
Yeah,
I think
that was actually recommended by someone, but it was just pizza. It just tasted
pizza.
like pizza.
Dammy's there now. Dammy had it last night, so I bet you Dammy, what do you think? She was like 6 out of 10. You're just like me.
I wouldn't even give it a 5, Jay.
Yeah, Joe's Pizza was mid. Like
it was just the thing is, I'm just gonna say this. I don't think you can make a pizza outstanding. Like, it's just a pizza.
Well, actually, I had it started in Italy. I had an outstanding pizza in Italy.
Oh, I did have it. Nice
Italy.
In
Italy.
Yep. The first day I was in Sorrento, I had a really nice pizza.
Their pizza in Italy.
But it's Italy though.
It's Italy. It has to slap.
It has to slap.
It has to.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Had
about
vodka
that.
pasta.
Oh, the vodka was that nice. Mine was too overwhelming. My pasta was too overwhelming.
Yeah,
but
there was a lot going on in your pasta, but my vodka pasta we had slapped. Amazing. We went to eat pasta after
Hamza's
supporting
show.
We went to go see Hamza open up a Sinead Harnett, which was amazing.
Oh, it was great.
She's got an EP out called 25. Make sure you go and
stream that.
Yeah, Hamza. Just go and support Hamza all in
We love
all. Like,
Hamza.
she's amazing. Love her.
I've recorded the whole entire show.
Yeah, Nana was there like a mum running the whole show.
I loved it so much. It was so good. It was fantastic.
Oh, took it off. We went to OTA, which is open to all, which is like their ballroom scene event. It happens every Monday. And
that was so amazing.
That was so good.
We got our life. Like, my feet was hurting me from that hard tube, but like, I was like, I'm enjoying this way too much. Like, it was amazing. We saw amazing voguers, and they were doing bare different stuff. Like, the beginning was when they had like they were paying like homage to the people that came before them, the legendary, and that was amazing just to see. Like, this is a community thing because they're still there, and then like you see how like it's been like sort of like handed down and passed down, and it's just so beautiful.
It was beautiful. Do you know what my favorite category was? Realness. The realness category.
What that was like at the start, right?
No, it was it's the one with all the niggas, the hard niggas. That was like towards the end. Do you know what I like realness anyway? When it was here, but realness over there is another
Was it when
level.
they were coming out walking in freeze?
Yeah, because there was bare of them that did it.
Yeah.
So realness, the trans girls were a part of it, the trans boys, and the cis men. Well, I feel like there was some of them were cis men. They were cis men, and what I liked about it, the categories here, obviously this is a smaller country. There's less of us here in general. But you see the same faces doing realness, the same 3 faces, 4 faces, maybe 5.
Is it the ones that look straight
on a good day?
Realness?
They're the ones who win. But trans girls are also meant to be in that category too.
You wouldn't know that.
And over here, it's like, you guys are doing realness, yeah. No shade to you guys, no shades. But you guys are not doing realness like they're doing over there. Sorry.
Why would they?
There was some niggas.
But the thing is, it originated from New York. Like, no one can ever.
But the thing is, do you know what I liked about it over there? It's because over here, a lot of the gay cis men on the scene anyway, they all have a little bit of femininity to them. Do you know what I'm saying? The ones over there, they were hard.
You don't see any like, what's the word? Very masculine, aggressive, butch, like.
They're all DL over here.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I was so intrigued because they were some niggas.
They were.
Like, they were niggas.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like that they're stepping out in their queerness and just being, just being authentic and doing them. And they're proud of their sexuality, even though they fit a very straight male mold. And I feel like over here, there's a little bit of... if you do present like that, then maybe there's a little bit of shame.
Do you know there's only
in being
like,
gay, or you're not open about being gay. You're not proud about it.
That I really know that was like still like mask, and that was what's his name? Strange.
Like, but do you know him too? He is.
Yeah.
But the ones over there, they're even more mask.
I know. But
do you
even
know
for me, like for him, I think it was a shock because he was like Rhodes. Like, do you know what I mean? And he was still like. And I've never seen like anyone be like, oh, I'm gay and I'm like, this is how I am.
Over here, Strange is probably the closest thing to that.
Yeah.
Over there, and I think they were in numbers. It wasn't like 1 or 2.
We don't see that because they're DL.
No, and they left the venue holding hands with their ball. They were holding hands with their mans, walking down the streets of Brooklyn. And because I haven't seen that before.
I feel like London's too small, but you're right. I just think that a lot of them are DL. The mask ones.
They're just DL. Over there, obviously there's DL guys there too, but like, even though like the guys were pretty, and everyone came showed out, everyone came dressed. It was a Monday
as well. You know, they just like got their hair cut that day. They were wearing all their jewelry on their neck and in their ears. Like they had the best outfits on. Like they showed up. Yeah. And showed out. And they do that every Monday, right?
Every Monday. And it was packed. The building was packed.
It was packed.
Like, it was just so nice to see like the community, and you can tell they were looking forward to coming on a Monday. This is what they come and do. You can see that some people have shade. I remember there was one guy came out, was doing his thing, another guy was sitting on the side. He was looking at him like,
you know, there is some drama in there.
There's drama in there. There was a lot of trans girls. Again, over here, I don't really see that many trans women.
Not out in the like club environment or like that.
There were loads. There were so many.
What about in the ballroom scene here? Is there?
So even the ballroom scene here as well. I've been a few times. There's a few. There's probably the most you see out in London, but over there it was like triple the number over there.
Yeah.
And those trans girls, oh my God,
they look good as well. They look amazing.
Yeah. They look, everyone, trans men that are walking as well. They come out, they were showing me their scars, like doing the realness category.
Their t-shirts and stuff.
And you know what? They weren't all young.
That's what I loved about it. I forgot about that part. There was every age in that place. But that's one thing about New York. Even in the gym, there was every age. Every age. But there was every age at the ball. And that's what I loved. Like, you could just see, like, and they had been part of the community. Like, they've been part of the community. Yeah. That was amazing to see.
There were people with grey hairs walking in the ball.
Yeah.
Like if I saw a trans man with grey hair, because obviously I knew he was trans because he was showing his scars from the realness category. He had grey hairs. I don't know any old trans men here.
I don't.
Well, actually I know one. The one that searched us at Croydon Brox Park.
Oh yeah.
And they want to come on the podcast. We have to invite them on.
Yeah.
They're the only ones, but I don't think they've started medically transitioning yet.
No.
But this was somebody who was medically transitioned. And it was just, I don't know, for me, that was one of my best nights there.
No, it was.
And that was our first queer night out as well.
We started our queer exploration of New York quite late.
Yeah.
I think the weekend that we got there wasn't many queer things on. We kept on going to Lux Flux.
I had a better time at the queer events than I did the straight events.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I don't know why. I don't know. We went to Everyday People. And I enjoyed myself.
I enjoyed it. I preferred the one in London.
Absolutely.
I preferred the one in London.
Unfortunately, we do throw better parties. I just have to say that.
We
throw better parties. It's okay. And I feel like even the people that we was with, they also acknowledged that. Like the people we went to dinner with after our show, they said the same.
Oh yeah.
They acknowledged that.
Yeah, that we go off partying here.
Yeah.
But the queer events though.
Oh, they were cute.
Queer events though.
But we only went to
2. Well, we had a queer event.
Oh, we did.
we had an event there.
We had a live show.
Not the after party the next day.
Oh yes,
we had an event.
Is that what you count as 2?
No.
What was that?
So we had the pillow. We went to after our party. We went to the pillow party.
I don't remember. I was so drunk.
So we're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about the live show in a bit. Don't worry, guys. But we had a live show. And after the live show, we went out to dinner at a place called Canteen, which was really nice. The waiters were okay.
It was like a gay restaurant, but it's not officially a gay restaurant. But like all the servers are like gay, queer.
Yeah. There were trans people in there, gay people in there.
Gay people like eating, like everybody.
Yeah. It was a gay restaurant, basically.
It was gay. And I've been there before. Like when I went in 2017, I met our friend there and they were having a meatloaf. That's when I heard what a meatloaf is. I will not be indulging in such things. It's just unnecessary. But that was sorry, go on. That was a gay restaurant.
So after the canteen, we went home. I think after we were tired. Yeah. And the next day we had our event at the Bush. So the Bush is like a new venue. It's a women loving women or women identifying lesbian, bisexual, theys, thems venue. Trans femmes. That's a new word I've actually discovered in New York.
Trans femmes.
You know, they're all everyone's. Anyway, that's
We'll
what the Bush is for.
Later.
I think so. I'm not sure if men are allowed to there. I don't know. There was a man on the door. Anyway, whatever. The Bush was there, so we had an event at the Bush. We were hosting at this event, and you guys came out. You guys showed out.
It was packed.
It was packed. You guys showed out. It was a Friday night. Took some pictures of people. Shout out to everyone that we met
Shout out to the babe that bought us a drink. I can't remember their name.
Well, I follow her on Instagram.
I follow her on Instagram, so, but I can't remember their name.
And she loves her WNBA. You love it, don't ya?
I'm done.
But yeah, she's a tall babe, and she bought us a drink, you know. And I met some people outside the venue who listened to the podcast as well. Did a little video. Shout out to you guys.
To them,
and just shout out to everyone that we met in that club. Like there was a lot of people. There was like a stud that I followed as well, that I met in there. And yeah, you guys showed us a lot of love.
Yeah,
you guys showed us a lot of love. Obviously, in terms of hosting,
we don't host like that.
We don't host like that.
You know, there's a very different culture in America when somebody hosts and they're supposed to come in and like grab the mic and tell people that they're here. Thanks for coming.
We didn't really do that.
We didn't speak on that
we
mic
just
once.
showed up.
We vibed.
We vibed with people.
We vibed with people. You know, like we
was on the dance floor.
Yeah. Shout out to the DJs that night as well.
Yeah. Shout out to Bree Visual Locks. And Babe It's Purr. They were the two DJs, and obviously Bree is Trini, Visual Locks is Trini.
So they know the dance hall was.
They were playing the dance hall. And I thought that was the first time we heard dance hall. We went out there
the whole time.
And that was 2 days before we were coming home.
That's so sad.
I know.
Because we went to Afrobeats party and we was gagging for dance hall, gagging for it. I can't believe I was gagging for dance hall.
We were gagging for something that's not Afrobeats. And then after that, we went to this like pillow fight party, but there was no one actually.
Where was the pillow?
Fighting. I saw them in the room, but nobody was in that room. I didn't see
one pillow, but again, I was very drunk that night.
Yeah.
Because like people buy me drinks and stuff. I was finished.
Yeah, you were quite drunk, but we were very drunk that night actually. And that's the night we had the tacos and your lamb thing. And yeah, we had a good time. That was a good. There was dance hall at that venue as well.
It was good.
When you see the queers, you hear dance hall.
Exactly, and I love that for us. I mean, that's when my knees started bugging out because I was going too low. But that was when my knees started bugging out.
Go down. Go down.
It was a good time.
What else?
The next.
Yeah, so that was that party. That was really good. And then we got in so late, maybe like 6 a.m. or something like that. And the next day was our last night. Yeah, that was our last night. And we went to Bree, who DJ'd for us. I actually stayed at Bree's house when I went to New York last year. Visual Locks, they're a DJ. They have an event called Funky Reggae House. And I guess if you're black and you're queer in New York, you go to their events. Yeah, you know about their events. Like I feel like they're like the go-to black queer events organisers that you go to. Funky Reggae House, that's by Bree and Diamond. They run that. And then you also have Raw Honey as well, but there was no Raw Honey event on when we were there. But this is Funky Reggae House party we went to at the Bodega on the Friday. And I was really tired, but a time was had.
I think we were both quite tired because of the night before. But I really loved it. And even was trying to leave and they were like, don't leave, stay.
Yeah.
And we stayed till it ended. But it was, I think that was the first event that was like queer and black that we got into. A lot of the people there were from like the Caribbean. So it was kind of like a bit homey, like, you know, like being in London and stuff. It was such a good vibe. The music was great. Everyone was of age.
Everyone was older than us.
Some of them were young, but some of them were like, the majority it was a good variety. Like our age, older, a little bit younger than us. And it was just like in this like bar, like this narrow bar. and we had like rum punch, and the music was being played off like, what was it? Was it like a laptop? And
I think was it Dex?
It was Dex, but it was like in a little corner. It wasn't like a DJ booth or anything big
it
like
wasn't
that.
a DJ booth. Yeah,
It
the venue was a very small venue.
Yeah,
you could probably hold like 50 people in there, but everyone spilled out into the street, and the music was playing out in the street. Everyone was dancing outside.
Yeah. It was a vibe, man.
Coco the dog was there.
Coco was vibing, bro.
Coco
was vibing. But yeah, no, that was probably the best event there that I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The time was had. It was too bad it was our last night.
So yeah.
We had a flight to catch next morning. But yeah, that was our time in New York.
Yeah.
Now, should we talk about the live show?
Yes, that live show, yeah. That we didn't take any pictures.
We take no pictures of that live show.
Guys, we're terrible. We are so terrible. But anyway, we arrived at the LGBT Center in Brooklyn, which, do you know what? I feel like it would have been nice to go there when we didn't have like a, something to do and actually like explore and talk to people. Because I really now I'm intrigued about the history of that center, but I guess I could ask Deneen. But
it's
yeah,
really big as well.
Yeah, it is big. But we arrived, we met Deneen. I think we met Deneen for the first time in person that day, and Brittany as well. And obviously they were running around like making sure that everything was like happening. And then I think I peeked my head into like the place where we was doing the room where we was doing the show. And it was bigger than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it was.
It was bigger than I expected it to be, but it was still quite intimate and still cozy. And then like Brittany got us riders. We had tequila because we like tequila and pineapple. Don Julio. Yeah. She cost us for drinking some cheap shit, but that's what was on Uber Eats. So, but we had a few drinks, and I always before a show I need a drink because I need the drink to get me in the mood of spilling my guts. Do you know what I mean? And then we met our guests.
Yes, we did. We met Erica and we met Mal. Yes.
Do you know what that was so? Do you know what? It was so wholesome.
It was really wholesome.
It was so wholesome. Meeting Mal, meeting Erica, two of the nicest people ever. And people always say this oh, Americans are just so nice, and they're really just that nice.
Yeah,
Americans are just that nice. We're bad vibes. They're just that nice.
Yeah.
But they were just so like giving with their time and their energy, and they were so present. And I believe these are two people who are probably very busy, probably have a lot going on, and for them to give us, a few hours, I mean, it's more than a few hours, several hours of their day, that means a lot to us.
And their energy
and their energy. Do you know what I mean?
Stories and
and conversation and their thoughts and their opinions and all of that. That means a lot to me, and I will forever be grateful that they were able to give that to us.
Yeah,
two little small podcasters from London. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I just feel like Erica has such a huge platform, and they've got a podcast as well. And over the years, when news articles have been written about us, or people include us in their articles or whatever the case may be, I always saw Erica's podcast too. And at the time, it's so weird. It was actually a full circle moment, and I wish that I mentioned this to her at the time. But it's full circle from me just seeing.
Yeah.
What's this other podcast I keep seeing in the articles whenever they mention us?
Yeah.
And to actually have the live shot and sharing the stage with Erica was amazing. And Erica's got a baby,
They're busy, yeah.
They're busy.
And their babies are is it one?
Maybe one or so.
That's the age where they're really busy.
Erica's husband, Eb, showed
love
up
him.
as well,
Love
which
him.
was really nice. Eb is amazing.
I love him.
I love Eb. I need to spend more time with Eb.
And I just, even we went to the canteen because I was sitting next to him. We were just chatting. I just love hearing him speak.
He
love
just
hearing
got
him
a
speak.
really nice presence about him. And even just them together, you can tell that they're such a team. And I just loved watching them interact with each other.
Same.
And Eb is
if they had a show, I would watch it. If they had not saying that
they've got
I know, but
podcasts,
a reality where they're everything, just to peek into their lives.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you guys should get a reality TV show, absolutely not. But I'm just saying I would love it.
Eb is unintentionally funny, without even trying.
Yeah.
And Mal as well. Mal is such a cool, calm and collected person. Really chill.
I love that kind of energy.
Yeah, and you can tell they're very observant of their surroundings.
Yep.
And
They
I
pay
appreciate
attention.
that about you can tell there's someone that they're picky about where they go and where they give their energy to, and they gave us their energy. You can, and I don't take that lightly.
No.
Because it's definitely something that they probably thought about.
Yeah.
And I think if something doesn't sit right with them, they're not
going to
just do it.
And I think that's the same with us, which is nice that like, I think we're able to see that, and they're able probably to see that from us as well. And that's probably why they said yes to being a part of our live show. But yeah, like their energy is so chill and so observant. You can tell like they pay attention and they think about everything. And they're very mindful, which I love. So yeah, shout out to Mal, man.
Yeah. Also Mal is just a saucy in person, y'all.
Yeah.
And Mal came with the Arsenal jersey.
Looking good. Looking fly as fuck.
Come on.
Looking fly as fuck. We did the fit check as well.
Check out our TikTok.
Check out our TikTok. We love doing those fit checks. But yeah, and they were doing it in a British accent, which was hilarious.
None of them have good British accent.
Do
But
you know what?
Britney's accent got better of time. I'm going to give it to Britney.
Britney actually, you know, she tried. She made the effort. But I think that our accent is harder to do than theirs is.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah.
That's why our actors are always stealing their jobs. But except for Idris Elba. Except for him. But yeah, so Mal, love. Our guests were just amazing.
Yeah, the guests were amazing.
And then the guests, the audience.
You guys showed out. Like the audience, like obviously we had a star-studded guest, so Mal and Erica were there. Yeah. So it doesn't go above my head that a lot of people might have been there to see Mal and Erica, and these two Brits are a little on the side. Not gonna lie, some of them were there for Mal and Erica, not really us, to be honest. But everyone was interactive regardless of who they were there for. Everybody came, everybody showed out, showed love. People came from other states. They came in, that they flew in to come see us, drove in to come and see us. People already discovered us on social media a few days beforehand and they were there. Like, not everybody was an OG. To be very honest, our American audience as a whole has really only grown since last December. It's less than a year.
Yeah, because there was one viral video. Yeah.
Before that, we did have some listeners here and there, but I think it's grown a lot since December or January. And to be able to have this live show in New York in less than a year is amazing. Yeah. I think that's absolutely amazing for us. I think it also goes to show how supportive people in New York are in Americans, because not everybody's from New York. Yeah. Actually, a lot of people we spoke to were not from New York. There was somebody from Houston, Chicago, Texas. Yep,
Texas.
Houston is Texas, though, isn't it?
Houston, Texas.
It is. Yeah, Atlanta. We met somebody from. Yeah, you said Chicago. It wasn't Jersey. People were from Jersey. It just wasn't all just from New York. People came from all over. Like, and I can't imagine us having a live show in London and people are coming from Manchester, Birmingham, Ireland. That doesn't really happen here. No. Do you know what I mean? It was just a different level of support, and people really interacted. I heard people in the audience going, when we're talking, and like people were interacting, they were getting involved. So engaging, it was like really engaging. Were, like, in our conversation. Like, this just wasn't, and that's the thing I love about doing like live shows, because we just come here and we sit here and we talk to each other, and there's no audience, there's no one that's listening like in real time, and to have people listening in real time and chime in and also like give their opinion and stuff like that. Like, it was a conversation with everybody. This was a conversation with like 100 and whatever, how many people, like, and that was beautiful. Yeah, like that was. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. Like, I think that's one of the highlights of my life, being able to do a live show
in another country.
And
we've only done 3 here.
And the tickets only went on sale like 2 weeks before we were there, or 3 weeks before. This live show has been in the making since January. Tickets only went on sale. They predicted tickets would sell out quickly, so they were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna put them out like late." Over here, we have to put our tickets like 3 months in advance. Yeah, like. And it's still, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Not to keep comparing, but there's definitely a different culture there, which I really appreciate. A culture just around support, and a culture around, if I fucks with what that is, I'm going to be there. There was a couple that came that followed them on social media.
They're content creators.
They're fellow content creators. And this is another thing as well that I appreciate over there is, over here, we don't necessarily have good relationships with other content creators. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. We don't. We, especially other podcasters, I can't think of many other podcasters that have said to us, congratulations on doing a live show in New York. I can't think of. Even the ones who I can think of,
Only
like
the ones we're friends with, like Foles and Vans.
yeah, like Foles and Vans. The ones we're friends with,
Yeah.
cool. Like Vic Sanusi, like the ones we're friends with, yeah, cool. But the ones we're each other's peers and we see each other out or cool, you might say hello. If we're not gossiping about us, you might say hello to us. Or saying that we're jealous of you. Them kind of ones, yeah. Over here, when you reach a certain pinnacle in podcasting, everyone else is dirt on your shoe. And over there, like, if we had an equivalent to Mal in the UK, they wouldn't have come on our podcast.
No. They wouldn't have come on our podcast.
They don't see it like that over there. They don't care if you got 1,000, a million followers. They don't care if you have proximity to Spotify. They don't care if you have all these things. If they fuck with you, then they fuck with you regardless.
It's so genuine.
It's just
and that's
more
the problem
genuine
about the culture here. Like this podcasting industry and just the creative industry in general in London is so disingenuous. It's always about where you're at. Like I'm gonna fuck with you if you're on a certain level. But no, people in like other places will be fucking from you from wherever you start from. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They'll be with you on the journey from the very beginning. Yeah. And that's the difference.
That's it. We had other content creators in our audience. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Jania and Lenny?
Yeah, Jania and Lenny.
Shout out to you, babes.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They're so cute.
They're such a good looking couple as well, by the way.
Gorgeous.
They're even more gorgeous in person.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Yeah, they are fine.
They are fine as fuck.
And like, yeah, I mean, B Hawks came on our podcast. You know, you guys listened last week. B Hawks came to the live show as well. Yeah. And you know, B Hawks is a busy person. Yeah. And like they're came out.
So busy, yeah.
Yeah, they came out for us as well. And they B Hawks taught me a lot as well, actually. I do think that I thought I was quite inclusive in my language and stuff like that. But actually, B Hawks taught me that there's more work to do. And I'm happy to take that on. Like, I say guys a lot, for example. If you listen to the last episode, I use the word guys. Hey, guys, quite a lot. And B Hawks basically opened up my eyes to actually that can be quite traumatic to some trans femme people. And I think that we do have proximity that's to trans men and trans masculine people, but not necessarily trans women and trans femme people. We don't have much proximity to them. And having B Hawks talk there, sit down and talk and just, I don't know. It was definitely a lesson.
It definitely was,
yeah.
And that's what I was like, oh, I don't even remember what it was because they were dropping gems left, right, and center. But like, I was like, I learned something.
Yeah, I definitely learned something from B Hawks on that trip. I thought that's another one of the takeaways as well that I learned, that there's just, you can never be too lazy. There's always more work to be done.
Yes, and that part.
And also, we're all in the same community, and I don't want trans people to feel, or non-binary people to feel just ostracized because we can't welcome them. We don't want to do the work. We don't want to use the right terminologies and stuff like that.
Yeah, do you know what it is as well? And it's like, even in the name like LGBT, it always feels like they're at the end or they're not thought about. And I think we have a more proximity to trans men. Yeah. Because transition. Yeah,
because we're masculine lesbians.
Masculine presenting.
At some point we might have been friends with them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And we still kind of share the same kind of circles because they like women. Majority of them, like, or the ones that we know, like women, right? But we don't have as much proximity like to trans femmes or trans women. So it was really nice to have them on the podcast. The non-binary, but it was really nice to have them on the podcast and to get their perspective on things, and even their perspective on some of the things that we've spoken about previously on the podcast. So go listen to it. If you haven't listened to that episode, go listen to that episode.
We know that the visuals are not out for that episode.
But it's on Spotify.
Have the visuals.
It's on Spotify and it will be out. No, the audio, sorry. Yeah, the audio.
You know some people like the visuals.
I know.
Like, the visuals, we're going to try to get up. We are going to try. We have
technical difficulties.
We have some technical difficulties there, but we are going to try to get it up for you guys.
Yeah.
And also, I want you guys to see the beautiful B Hawks anyway. Like, B Hawks is
gorgeous.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Stunning. That's why I was looking at them like, you model?
Yeah. And yes, they do. Okay.
Yeah. They've got a great face.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mary Mac as well, who DJ'd for our live show. I think they're like big in the community. Like, they're big in the community, and of course we're from London, so we don't really know as well. But shout out to Deneen for bringing Mary Mac, and they were such a pleasure to work with.
And do you know what? Just shout out to Deneen and Brittany again.
Yeah,
this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Deneen and Brittany. Deneen is the person who initially contacted us
because they listen to the pod.
They listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
And they work at the LGBT Centre. And there's somebody who could just make shit happen. And she made this happen.
Yeah, she did.
She teamed up with Brittany. We had like meetings like every other week. Sometimes we didn't show up to meet, I'm sorry.
No, we didn't show up. We didn't plan the meetings. Yeah.
And like they they just made this happen basically. Like if it wasn't for Deneen and Brittany, we would not be having a live show in New York. Like, so we definitely need to give them their flowers. Well, hopefully we can give them physical flowers one day.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a huge thanks to them because even they contacted Jamal. They contacted Erica.
Yeah, Erica, yeah. They got both of them on.
They know, but I think was it Brittany that's friends with Erica?
Was it Deneen? I think it was Deneen.
Maybe one of them like knew Erica on a personal, and it's funny because we've already been following Erica on socials anyway. And I do feel like Erica might be one of the reasons why our platform we have followers, like the New York page, the New York Big Dyke New York page. Shout out to that page because they repost. They really be fucking with us all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? They repost us all the time, and we get an influx of followers whenever they do. So yeah, New York was a blessing. Definitely a highlight in our podcasting career.
We want to do more.
We want to do more.
We want to come to New York probably annually. Because I feel like we made some friends. And so we want to do that annually, like around the same time, like Labor Day or Labor Day weekend and New York Fashion Week around that time.
Yeah, Feels Fashion Week.
Yeah, and we have to go to Atlanta, Black Pride.
We need to. Oh, we saw Dustin Conrad a few times.
We saw him in the club.
A few times. Which was nice.
But he fucks with the London people as well. Like
yeah.
He's been here making some music with the London folks. So he's so cute. It was.
It was a 10 out of 10 trip.
It was a 10 out of 10. I can't even lie because I'm somebody that was like, oh, New York. After this trip, I'm sold.
Yeah, her eyes opened.
My eyes opened, and I could see myself living there. I could like see myself.
Then I went up said this a few weeks ago. A month ago, I was
not saying this a month ago. I was saying no, I could not live in New York, but I could live in New York. I can live there.
Yeah, definitely. I can see myself. I could see myself living there from last year to be honest with y'all. But one thing I would say is I do find it interesting that I thought no matter where you go to America, we have an abundance of black queerness. It's actually not. That's not the case. It's there. I feel like their amount of black queer things to do is similar to here.
Yeah, it's like you have to put on a night. And what we found was that wherever you go, there are black queer people. So when we went to like the Afrobeats parties and stuff, there were queer people. Yeah. Fashion Week, of course.
There's gay people everywhere.
There's gay people everywhere. Soho House, there's gay people there. But like specifically things that are like dedicated to queer people, black queer people, you have to intentionally do that.
You have to intentionally look for that. Yeah. And to me, it's clear it was only Raw Honey and Funky Reggae House.
And then people, when we met people at the Bodega Lounge, they were like, yeah, we follow Visual Locks everywhere. Yeah. Like whenever they do parties, we're checking to see where they are, where they're going to be. And we get tickets for that. We go there.
And I understand why. They're great.
Yeah. They're great. Yeah. But there's still like, it's still quite limited, isn't it? Like,
and you obviously got Bush Dyke Bar, but it's not.
That's just a venue, right?
It's just a venue.
So they have events there.
Yeah, but they're all queer events.
Yeah, but they have.
But
like,
there's not black. Not all of them are black.
Oh.
Yeah. So the person we liaised with for Bush Dyke Bar is black, but they don't own the venue. They work there. I think they do events, but not every event is that black.
I see.
Yeah, so I guess it depends on what DJs are playing or whatever the case may be. But
that reminds me, we've got to talk about Henrietta Hudson and what was that other place?
We went to Henrietta's. Everyone we told in New York that we went to Henrietta's, they were looking at us like, what the fuck were you doing there?
Because when you Google lesbian bars or lesbian events or whatever, that's what comes up. And the Cubby Hole. Yeah. So I've been to the Cubby. I went to the Cubby Hole in 2017 and it was the same vibe. And I went to Henrietta's as well. I went there as well, and it was the same vibe. There wasn't, and the thing is, for me, like, it doesn't even matter that it wasn't necessarily black and queer, but I think the problem was it was quite soulless. Like, and I feel like even though, and the thing is, like, Henrietta there wasn't many people in there. It was not empty, but like in comparison to Cubby Hole, that was ram, but still felt like there was no. Like there was no presence, there was no vibe. No, do you know what I mean? And that was my main problem. There was no vibe.
When I went to Cubby Hole, I just smelled someone's armpit straight away when I went in the Cubby Hole, and so I was initially put off. They don't take card as well in there, by the way. and the ATM machine in there wasn't working. So they had to go down the block.
Down the block.
But we went down the block and we left. We did not come back.
There's no point paying for that.
No,
there was no point.
no, there was no vibes. The music wasn't giving. I think there was a jukebox.
Yeah,
People were playing music from the
jukebox. It was
jukebox.
pretty soulless. And I think it's like, I think we used to complain about not having establishments that are dedicated to our black queer people, but I think it's worse in New York.
Yeah.
It's worse in New York.
I feel like Bush Dyke is the closest thing they've got at the moment. And I mean, I think this is a new venue. To be fair, for a queer venue, it was quite big. It's, you know, it was quite, it was bigger than Sheba.
Yeah, it's given like hidden, like one of the rooms in the hidden.
Yeah. So I appreciate Bush Dyke, but I think it was good. I enjoyed doing the event there. If we, in the future, we'll do another one of you guys there again.
Yeah, hope so. Well. Next time we're back next time. Absolutely.
Do that again.
We tried delis. We had, what did we have?
We had chopped cheese.
We had a chopped cheese, which is a glorified cheeseburger.
It's basically a cheeseburger. Guys, chopped cheese. In my mind, chopped cheese was cheese.
It's beef.
It's only cheese.
It's
but
beef,
it was
and
beef.
Beef and cheese, like mixed up, cut up, mixed up, and then your sauce.
I thought chopped cheese was going to be literally chopped cheese. Cheese that is chopped.
That would make
sense. I didn't know it was going to be a glorified cheeseburger.
That's what makes sense.
But it was still nice.
It was nice. And then I had a sausage, egg, and cheese, maybe like twice from 2 different places. That was nice. But the Philly
cheesesteak,
that Philly cheesesteak was nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And I don't know what I thought a Philly cheesesteak would taste like, but it wasn't. It
wasn't that. It wasn't that. But I feel like if we have it in Philly, it's going to be even better. And it was fantastic. We really enjoyed it. We went all the way back to the deli that I went to last year to have that one. I don't know why I just didn't get what I normally get when I went there. I picked something new. But you got to pick some new things.
But yeah, but you usually have what? Bacon.
Yeah, bacon, egg and cheese.
Yeah.
Bacon, egg and cheese. Love that. Delis in America, I just love. Yeah. Normally, when you go to the corner shop here, you ain't going to buy food in the corner shop. But over there, you can.
I mean, except for Jazz. Except for Jazz from Black Girls Living. But,
oh, yeah.
But I feel like sandwich. Our equivalent might be like a Tesco meal deal or something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like a Tesco sandwich, which I hate. I don't like cold food. I like, so, the sandwiches in the delis were just my vibe because they were warm. They were hot. I like that. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, and I think that is our New York recap. Are we missing anything? Talking about New York recap, we can't do a recap and not talk about women.
Oh.
We can't do a recap and not talk about the women. Like, because, we can't do that.
So, the women. Where did we go the first night? We went to Deluxe Flux.
The one that we missed? Jerk and Jollof?
No, that wasn't the day. They went to the first night we went out. We went to I think it was an Afrobeats party, or was it not in Deluxe Flux?
Was it Jerk and Jollof the first night?
No, we went. Remember, I hadn't done my hair. I was wearing a red hat. Oh. Do you remember? You don't remember the first night? We even did a fit check.
Isn't that when we went to Henrietta's?
Yes,
but so we ended up in.
Ended up in we went to Deluxe Flux like
3 times. We went there 3 times.
About 3 or 4 times.
I never went to that venue ever again.
I never, because it's also ugly. No shade. Yeah. So that first night we went out, and I was in a hat. One girl came up to me and was like, and it was a couple. Remember the couple that used to the mask looks like they're straight off the boat from Cameroon.
Oh, yeah. They look like from Cameroon. I don't know what that looks like, but they look like from Cameroon.
I'm fucking done.
If I imagine what looking like fresh off the boat from Cameroon is, that is them.
I'm done. So yeah, so there was a couple next to us, the one that looked like they came from Cameroon and their babe, and they were like dancing all over each other. So this girl walks up to me with her friend and she's like, oh, you don't know me, but we could be like them or something like that. She like...
That's what she said?
Yeah. She said, you don't know me, but I can't remember what the line was. But it was a line. It was a good line. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, "How old are you?" And I think they were like 20 or something.
I thought she was 25.
No,
she
was quite young. If I'm correct, I hope I'm not wrong. But yeah, she was quite young. And I was like, "Oh, that was a good line, though." Like, but and I just took it Instagram, and that was it. But like, I would say the women are quite forward in
They are.
Women are quite forward in New York. They are. So that was just the first night.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
There was a lot going on in New York when it came to the women's. You know, I was observing, because I'm not somebody who's actively fishing right now. So I was observing the antics. And the women in New York are very open. Very,
they're very forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah. I quite like that though.
Yeah. Not everybody was very demure or very mindful.
No.
But
I mean, they weren't worse than Ibiza, which we'll talk
We'll
about.
talk about Ibiza at another time, but they
Another
were
time.
not demure or mindful in Ibiza. Anyway.
That's for a separate episode.
That's another episode. And but yeah, in terms of like, you know, we always say our type is not in London, yeah, in Femme. I mean, I've got my type now, but you know, they say the type is not in lesbian or bisexual in
London.
the UK. The type is there.
Yeah, I would definitely say that there's more of that variety.
But I also think it's because they're our age. Over here, I'm the younger queers. You guys are doing your thing, boy. But of our age, it's just too limited. It's too limited.
It is limited.
I think over there, there's just more. It seems like there's more to choose from. You know, I'm pretty sure the scene is just as incestuous as it is here.
Probably.
But what you like, you're gonna see what you like over there.
Like. And the femmes are forward, and they'll come and tell you if they think you're nice. And yeah.
I'm not sure if I said this last time. The energy from mask studs and stuff like that,
it's very different, isn't it?
It's not what you see on the internet.
No,
the energies,
they're very, very chill and laid back.
It's like London.
Yeah,
like not everybody is.
I would say the femmes are more forward than the masks.
Yeah, I would say the mask babes. Not everybody is that forward. Again, like it is here. You think everybody will be tall, but they're not. You
think everyone will be hard, but they're not.
They're not. Yeah, it's like London. It's just like London. Like, but yeah, I loved it. We loved it. The girls were looking great. I wasn't involved in the fishing, but
What's not fishing? Where was the fishing?
Fishing with the women. Neither was Nana actually. Nana wasn't moving to anyone. They were moving to her. And I think that's our New York.
Yeah,
that's our New York recap.
We made a few friends, you know.
Yeah, we made some friends.
We made some friends, which we will be seeing when we go back.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys come visit us here as well, you know. We've got you
Shout
guys.
out to Gray, because Gray's the one that sent in the dilemma about wanting to move to London or the UK, and they came to the show, and then they came to the party at Bush Dyke Bar. So shout out to Gray.
Yeah, shout out to you, Gray. We'll be seeing you in London real soon.
They're going to Belgium and Congo. I think they're from Congo.
Okay.
And there's a history in it. With Belgium and Congo. So shout out to you, babe. And they came up to me and was like, I'm Gray, I'm the one that sent the dilemma. So shout out to you, thank you for doing that. And it was just nice to meet people who listen to the podcast, and we took some pictures with them and stuff. It was cute. If you haven't posted it, post it and tag us so we can repost it.
Yeah. Shout out to Esther who took us to Instagram.
Shout out to Esther.
To Facebook.
What a babe. What a babe. We went
Instagram.
I don't know what.
Meta. What we going to call it? Instagram, Facebook, Meta.
They're calling it Meta. Yeah.
So shout out to Esther. Gave us a tour of the building. Let me tell you something about the building. Huge. I would love to. I need a job. Esther, please talk me up a job there. Like, that place was massive, first of all. They took us to the rooftop, which was so beautiful. So the views were amazing. The weather was really nice that day.
Yeah. It
was quite hot that day, actually. And then we went down to, like, they had like a games room.
Yeah.
Every single console you can think of was in there.
Yeah.
And then we took lots of pictures as well, which we'll upload. But yeah, Esther gave us the VIP tour.
She did.
We went down to another floor that had that big Instagram logo.
So we took pictures there.
The food, the canteen food
lunch,
was
just regular lunch. They had ribs.
They even had a section where they make their own ice cream.
Yeah, they've got more than one floor of food. So I think there was like 3 floors. Yeah. So we went to two of the floors.
They had even a room for people who were lactating. To go and squeeze their breast milk out of their boo boo.
Yeah. They have everything.
Everything you can think of.
Coffee tea stations, but like proper and they've got different types of coffees.
Proper barista type. Machines in there for the employees to go and get coffee for themselves. They had Myconites.
They had
sweets.
You can buy a charger from a vending machine,
and it's for free of charge. They have their own personal credits. So it's for free.
Yeah. There was another thing that was cool where you can like find out where you are.
In
the building.
Like
this little gadget where
if you're looking for somebody in the building, you type their name in and it tells you where they are, like, or where their desk is. Slaps.
Yeah. That was a great tour.
I would do that again.
Yeah.
That should be a tourist attraction for New York, that building.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really, really fun.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Shout out to you, babe.
Yeah, shout out to Esther. Thank you so much for that. And thanks for supporting the podcast
and coming to the show and coming to the party as well. I think
we're
at the party.
Yeah. And yeah, at times they're in.
Someone said I look like someone said I seem like a fuckboy. I think it was one of Esther's friends actually.
Does she? Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think I know as a fuckboy? Let us know down below.
I was very shocked. Such a nice person. Can you not?
Yeah, but fuckboys can be nice people too.
Can you see the halo on my head?
Yeah.
But you say fuckboys can be nice people. Hey,
part-time ones.
You're supposed to be my best friends. I don't think I'm a fuckboy.
Part-time ones.
Oh my god, it was Rose's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it was her birthday yesterday.
Was it Wednesday or yesterday? Wednesday.
2 days ago. My birthday was 2 days ago. I went to Serbia. So I went to Serbia on Tuesday. It's now Friday as we're recording this. I went to Serbia on Tuesday and I came back yesterday. It was a surprise trip. I stayed in the most beautiful apartment. Like, there was a sauna in the room, in the apartment. Sauna, a jacuzzi, a Turkish bath, and a salt room. Like, it was mad. Unreal. And do you know what's funny? There were other apartments in the building.
They had other things?
The other apartments were even bigger. One of them had a massive pool in the room. That's the one that the person who took me, that she tried to get that room. It was sold out. But it was sold out. She was emailing them every day, like, please. And they're like, it's sold out. But the room that we had anyway was already unreal. Like, I can't even imagine what that room looks like.
Really nice.
That's why she wants to go back, because she was like, I need that room. Also, people of Serbia, I have to be really honest. I think I would have thought it would have been homophobic and racist. Serbia is not a country that I would have put on my list of places to go to. And I'm glad I went as a surprise, because I never would have experienced how actually they're very friendly. Serbians are actually really friendly. They were not racist. Mm-hmm. They were not homophobic. There was a lot of queer people that I saw around. Well, I couldn't assume that they're queer. Because they were looking at us smiling, like, hi, like, kind of thing. Everybody was really helpful. I don't know if there's like a recent thing of trying to make Serbia a country more attractive to other people. I don't know. But everybody was willing to help. Everybody was willing to help. Everybody was just really nice. And I'm not going to lie, I was shocked. I thought there was some racist there. And obviously, when you go to other countries, everyone has different culture and different personalities. So there were some personalities that were like harsh, but it wasn't a personal thing. I think it's just how they are. It's just how they are. And I would go back. I think that I was there for like two days, and I wish that I was there for longer, because there's a lot to do. And I'll be back in Serbia. The weather was really nice. The food.
Yeah, you said.
Everything I ate was 10 out of 10. The food. I had the best smash burger I've ever had in my life. That smash burger.
That's saying a lot, boy. I love a smash burger, boy.
Did you
take pictures
of the smash burger?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
That's how you know you're hungry, boy.
Do you know what? Yeah, I just saw the smash burger and I thought, it's a burger, innit?
Yeah, no.
But then when I bit into it, oh yeah, God. Even the chips. Hey! I'm not gonna lie. The holidays I've been on, I've eaten some good food,
Yeah, but that was good.
That was so good. And yeah, it was just really nice. Obviously, get your Google Translate out, because
they don't speak
not
English.
many people speak English.
Do you know what? Like, before I always used to think, right, like, are they just trying not to be helpful? But it's just like, it's not English. It's not English speaking country. It's not England.
And I feel like we go abroad sometimes with an expectation of everyone speaking English. No, we don't speak their language. So why should they speak ours?
That part.
So definitely get Google Translate out. Maybe you could buy a bolt-on before you get there, because my thing didn't work unless I had Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It was like 2.5 hours away, or like, maybe like 2 hours 40 minutes away. It was quite a short flight. But yeah, I would recommend Serbia. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's definitely somewhere I would recommend. We didn't stay so we didn't really stay that very central, because we wanted this apartment. Well, she wanted this apartment for us, but I would recommend probably staying more central. So because there's a lot of things to do. So you can do everything. Same as New York. Just stay somewhere more central. Yeah. So you're not using all your time traveling.
That is a takeaway, boy.
Yeah, I think our biggest takeaway from New York, and also from Serbia as well for me, is just stay central. If you're going to go away somewhere, you're not from there, and you're going for like a set amount of time, just stay somewhere central. If we were going to go to New York for a month, I think we could stay in Midwood. Yeah, we could have. But being there for 10 days, we're having a lot of things to do.
And the jet lag as well. You got to consider that.
You have to consider jet lag as well. So I'm not gonna lie to you, we were not out at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We were out quite late afternoon every single day.
Yeah.
And if you want to do a lot of things, you need to leave in the morning. So
You do.
just stay central, so it's easier. So it's just easier.
And do you feel reflective?
I do feel quite reflective. I feel like I'm now 34. I feel like 34 sounds like a
such
very
a big age. Fucking hell.
Sounds like such a big age, and I just feel like with big age comes big expectations. So there's a little bit of pressure, not really from anyone else, but just on myself. I don't really feel like I thought I had more things together by this age, and so yeah, it's time to buckle down. I've really enjoyed my life so far. And I do plan on continuing to enjoy my life, but there also needs to be more structure in my life, and I think I need structure would allow me to move towards some of my goals that I want to go to. And I think as a creative person, anyway, it does feel like you don't have structure quite a lot of the time.
It does, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like being a creative and not having a typical 9-to-5 job, like
is the thing is that structure's left for you to sort out. Do you know what I mean? I think with like a job, it's like you come in at this time, you work these hours, you have your break at this time, you leave at this time, you've got to get this much work in by this time. Everything, all that structure is laid out for you. Yeah. You're told. Yeah. But I think, and also
there's room for promotion and stuff like that. So they don't happen when you're creative. No. As you're creative, you have to wait for a big break.
Yeah, or you have to set out that kind of work towards those milestones yourself. You have to set those out. Okay, if I do this, okay, then maybe I can get this. I can get more money. Or I can, it's very different.
But I am going back to 9-to-5 next week, though.
You are.
I am going back next week.
I saw Venus Williams. I don't know if she was on a podcast or it was just an interview, but she was saying that discipline. If you don't have discipline, you don't get what you want. Yeah, and that really stuck out to me. In terms of like discipline, I think even moving forward to this next chapter, this new year, even for me, I'm turning 33 soon. I think I'm going to try and incorporate more discipline into my life. Yeah,
definitely. I feel like I'm very much if I don't enjoy this anymore, I'm out kind of vibe. But you're not going to enjoy everything every. Even if you're doing things that you're passionate about, you're not going to enjoy every single aspect of it. So for me, it's just about going through the rough times and sticking it out. And I know that I'm destined for great things. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to lose sight of that, and I'm going to do what I need to do to get to those places. The year 34 is about adding more discipline, basically. And yeah,
are we moving any closer to marriage?
Are we moving closer to marriage?
Why are you saying it like it's a shock? Hold on a second. We're not done here. I don't even have my watch.
Oh, look at that.
We're not done here.
The studio time's coming to an end.
No, we're not done here. Are we looking? Because shout out to Olivia and her husband.
Oh,
she actually listens to the podcast.
Oh, hey girl.
Hey girl.
Their wedding,
beautiful.
Olivia, the most beautiful bride.
Beautiful, and he's the most handsome groom.
They, as a couple, they are just
face cards are ridiculous.
Stunning, absolutely stunning.
They look so good. That second outfit, I don't know what it's called, but it's a Nigerian outfit, like the black one.
Oh, the black one.
I don't know if it was that. It's got a different name.
Ashoke.
I don't know.
Not Ashoke.
No, Ashoke.
Ashoke. Anyway, I don't know.
Remind me what it's called, guys. You tell us. That black outfit.
The black fit was giving. And she had the Yoruba, he had the Igbo version.
Oh! Sensational. Sensational.
Loved it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think of black at a wedding.
But black and gold?
Stunning.
What?
Stunning.
She looks amazing. So that made me want to get married.
Yeah, they've been inspiring me. To be honest, the person I'm dating, I did show their engagement pics to the person I'm dating. And I'm just really inspired by them. You know, and the thing is, what I like about them is they have a good time.
We see them in Ibiza. The only reason why they weren't in Ibiza this year is because they were getting married.
Yeah.
we would have seen them in Ibiza. They have fun. We see Olivia all the time. Like, I don't know how she has all that energy, because she definitely goes to the gym. She has a proper job. Like, she's a lawyer and all this. I don't know how she has all that energy. But they are a young couple that are just thriving and doing life together.
I know, yeah. I love them together, and I just wish them an amazing marriage. Yes. And whatever goals they have as a couple, like, I really hope that they get to meet them, and they just deserve happiness. They're such good vibes, good energy,
both
good vibes.
Of them
people.
Are good vibes.
Yeah.
Even the man.
Yeah. Even the man.
He's
great. Yeah. Like, the man.
Even the man. They're hard to come by. But yeah. So marriage is.
They've inspired me.
Good. We'd love to hear it.
But I'm not sure if it's on the cards soon.
I want to go to a gay wedding, a lesbian wedding. like
We've got 2 on the cards. Someone DM'd me.
they're always telling us
That it's coming. Well, the invites are coming next year. So if things go well with the person I'm seeing now, I hope that they do. I will not be proposing next year.
Fair enough.
Probably the year after that,
Yeah.
if I want to, or maybe even the year after. Maybe 2027.
No.
I don't think I'm gonna get married till I'm like 40. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna get married until, if I'm dating the person I'm dating now, I don't think we're gonna get married until I'm in my late 30s.
Okay.
I'm going to mid 30s now, so it's not that long away.
No, it's not that long away. Fair enough. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You marrying anytime soon?
Not until I have my first feature. I've written my first feature. Not until then, I will not be thinking about marriage.
Could start writing us in London.
I started, but
Okay.
these things take time. Do you know what I mean? So not until then. I also feel like it's gonna be like late 30s, early 40s. That's when marriage will come. I'm not even thinking about a relationship. I know you're in a space where you're considering relationship. Me, I'm not even considering it. It's not on my radar.
I think everybody thinks that my babe is actually my girlfriend. She's not my girlfriend still.
I
isn't
call
my
her your girlfriend by
yeah.
accident. I'm like, oh wait.
To be fair, when I introduce her to people, I do say that she's my girlfriend when I introduce her.
Yeah, I mean, like,
She basically is my girlfriend, but I just haven't asked her. That's all.
yeah,
That's basically what it is.
that's basically what it is,
Yeah.
and that will be happening soon, guys. So we can
Happen at some point, maybe
inform
next year. Yeah. Okay, we've come to the end of the podcast. Shout out to everyone who sent us dilemmas.
her. We're gonna read it next
But we'll do it next week. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Again, a huge thank you to everyone who came to our live show in New York and also came out to our night at the Bush Diet Bar. We had a time, and you guys are the reason why we had a time.
Yes.
Yeah? Thanks for the support. Guys, continue supporting this podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share it out to your friends. Spread the good word.
We're still on the road to 10K on YouTube.
We're still on the road to 10K on YouTube. We need that 10K followers because, you know, the powers that me don't think you're good enough unless you have numbers. And yeah, we're on to bigger and better things. Definitely feel more motivated after New York. Make sure you use the hashtag Tutu's podcast conversation on X. And until next week.